Sean, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. I'm recording a podcast.
Oh,
So,
nice, nice.
how's you're in Germany? Are you from the previous room I met you?
Yeah, exactly.
How's the lockdown in Germany?
It's actually getting a lot better
Hmm.
from how it was in maybe November. It was November and December was really bad over there. That's why I had to leave because I
Mm.
came to Germany last year in September, hoping
Wow.
to get a job over here.
And you were able to travel in the middle of a pandemic. Jesus Christ, that's scary.
Yeah, it really was. I was able to because during that time Germany um, they they released a new like law saying you could only travel to Germany from like America or some other countries if you're in a long-term relationship and you have
Wh-
proof of that. So that's exactly the situation I was in, and
What about when you arrived at the border at Germany? Were they asking a lot of questions?
yeah, it was pretty hectic.
Good.
Like apparently the border control wasn't aware too much of the situation with that new law, so they were giving me a really hard time about it, and they had to call so many officials to see if it was actually something that was real, and it was a really long process.
Fucking hell, how long were you waiting before they let you in?
I would say at least an hour and a half.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it
They
was insane.
so they stuffed you around bad. Oh
Yep.
my. Because when I went to the I went to the United States in 2018, I thought the TSA were just rude and just
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah.
They like that to you when you come back home?
Yeah. Like every border control that I've encountered, they're just complete assholes.
Why
They,
is that? Why are they allowed to do that?
I have no idea.
Here in Australia too, some of them are, yeah, not friendly. That's
Yeah,
Australia. And to get a working visa, is that hard?
it really was. Like I said, I when I came in September, I got my job
Mm,
in the beginning of October. They told me you could have the job, and then I needed to get the approval from the visa organization. And from October until December, that's when
mm,
they said, okay, in December is when they said, oh yeah, we'll approve you. But I already had to come back to America because my 90-day visit was already over. And
yeah.
so they even then when they told me that I was approved for a visa, they had to send that approval to a different company so they could approve my approval for some reason. It was really dumb. And then in March was when they told me, okay, yeah, you have your approval now. Um,
Wow.
and so I came back to Germany in March. No, in April. I'm sorry. I came back to Germany in April, and
Yeah.
I went to the job, told them I got the approval and I could start working for them, but they couldn't let me work because they were still in lockdown. And
Fuck.
so, yeah. And then in May, at the end of May,
Mm,
that's when my girlfriend's friend he said that where he works at where I'm currently working now, they're barely opening and they're looking for a lot of people. And so he gave me his boss's number and told me to give him a call. And so I thought about it for a while. I was waiting on the other job, but the
mm,
other job they kept ignoring me. I would text them, I would call them, they would not return anything. And
yeah.
so I was like, no, that's not worth it. So I'm gonna give these guys a call. So I did, and he gave me an interview that same day. He gave me the job that same day. He asked me if I wanted to work the next day, and I said, yeah, of course. And and then after that, I had to get a new visa approval.
Mm. It costs
And
money too, doesn't it, to get a new visa, or was it free?
in this case, it was free.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there are different kinds of visas where you do have to pay,
yeah,
and I was actually lucky enough to not have to go for the one where you do have to pay.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, so I did the whole visa process again, but this time, my current boss, he kept calling the visa organization, and he was giving them a hard time trying to get me to work for them. And then eventually they gave me my visa like a week after my job interview because my boss at the time, he called them,
yeah.
and he kind of demanded that they gave me my visa soon. And he apparently told them like, oh, unless you want to come work for me tonight and prepare stuff in my kitchen, then you give this man his visa. And luckily enough, that same day, that's when I got the call saying that I was approved and I could start working. And it was just a huge sigh of relief because I've been trying to do this for over a year and a few months.
No,
And
good on you. Are you still working in the job?
yeah, I started last week, and I'm still there right now. It's actually a really cool job. I have a lot of really nice colleagues. There's a lot of amazing people that I've met. It's really nice.
And what are you doing again?
I'm a chef there. I'm the sous chef.
Wow. Yeah, I tried to work in as a chef, but it's not the right industry for me. I was
Yeah,
in Australia. I know the well, you guys call it the service industry in the US is shit.
yeah. I've I've compared the two. Like with the service in restaurants in America compared to over here, and every
Mm.
5 minutes you have somebody in America over your shoulder. How is everything? Is everything okay? Every 5 minutes, and I didn't realize how annoying that was until I came to Germany, and they're not on your ass for everything, and it's just
So
let me
what?
eat my meal. And
This is what I can't understand. If they're on your like on the top of over the top of you all the time in the US, they're paying you $2 an hour and you're relying on tips. I don't get that because in
yeah,
Australia, minimum wage in hospitality, you guys call it service, is about $19 an hour
wow, wow,
because we don't rely on tips, but people do tip if they want. But
yeah,
man, fucked up. That's slavery, dude.
yep.
But nah. And you gonna stay in Germany for the rest of your life, or what do you plan on doing?
For sure for the next 3 years, I
Yeah,
eventually want to open up my own food shop
yeah,
because I've been around Germany trying to find, because I'm Mexican. My family comes from Mexico,
yeah,
and I absolutely love the food. And there's nothing that I've been to. I've been to a few Mexican places in Germany, but none of them are authentic. They don't have the real ingredients. They don't have the real taste.
yeah,
And I want to be able to bring something like that over here and hopefully try and make it something that people will like. Because I know that Mexican food has a lot of grease, it has a lot of fat in it,
mm.
and not everybody's going to like that. But I want to try to one day make it to where people will like that, but it still has that authenticity and it still has the cultural taste, you know?
Yeah. I mean, every culture's different. I'd like to go to Mexico if I could.
Yeah.
Um, one day, but obviously we can't at the moment. Germany's a place I've wanted to travel a long time to. Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
You go there?
Oktoberfest is insane.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
good. You know. And nah, but wow, getting a visa, Jesus Christ, they wouldn't be giving them. Yeah, I wouldn't be getting on a plane at this time. No
Yeah.
way.
It was honestly scary, but the fact that they had to every passenger on board had to get a negative corona test, 48 hours prior to your arrival. And you need to obviously give proof to that. Everybody's wearing a mask, and that's the one thing that kept me sane during the whole plane ride. And if those, if those guidelines weren't there, I probably wouldn't have done it. I would have waited it out. But it gave me a lot of peace of mind to know that everybody had to give that sort of, those requirements.
Exactly. So you're in a long distance You were in a long distance relationship. Is that correct?
Yes, I met my girlfriend in June of 2017, and
Mm-hmm.
we got together in July that same year.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been together ever since. We've been going back and forth from country to country.
Wow.
Every time it was just a devastating goodbye. And
Mm.
but
How do you feel about a long distance relationship? Because I've never been in a long distance relationship.
yeah, that this is actually my first relationship in general.
Yeah.
But I never thought long distance could ever work, or nor it should work.
Mm.
But I was in a different discussion group earlier, and they were talking about how social media and phones are
Mm.
negatively impacting our lives. But for me and for my girlfriend, it has made so many things possible. We could see each other every day. We could talk to each other,
Mm.
from 7,000 miles away, and it's super easy as long as you trust the person. And
Oh yeah, you got to be careful with dating sites. I was finding with the big ones like eHarmony, I was just getting a lot of spam.
yeah, no, it wasn't a dating site. It was well, my family, we used to do foreign exchange programs, and we
Yeah.
would get students from China, Japan, sometimes from France, um, and it was mostly for like 1 or 2 weeks
Mm.
max. And then my sister called me one day. She was like, "Hey, you're going to get another student next week, or in a few weeks."
Mm.
I was like, "Oh, cool." And I'm thinking another maybe Japanese student for a week or something. And then she tells me, "Oh, it's going to be some German girl, and she's going to stay for 3 months." I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"What the shit?" And so I tried to make the best out of the situation. I added her on Facebook and started to get to know her beforehand. And yeah, when she got here, we would go out to eat. We would go on little small dates. We'd go to the beach. So there was a lot of chemistry in the beginning for us.
No, good on you for the. And how old are you, Sean?
I'm turning 23 in October.
Awesome. I'm 27. No,
Nice.
that's awesome. And so you're from Mexico. Well, you're born in Mexico. Is that correct?
Actually, I was born in California. My family, my parents are from Mexico.
I've been to Santa Monica in 2018. I went to Venice Beach. I thought it was just a dump. It was terrible.
Yeah, from the outside looking in, it might look nice and glamorous, but once you're actually there, there's nothing to it. It's so much hype, and it's just a shithole. I lived in LA for 6 months, and no, it's not what it looks like in the movies or on TV.
No, it's not. Not even in the Well, I stayed in the hotel would have been yes an expensive part, but it was just fuck me like 9 o'clock at night. All these homeless people. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah. Hmm.
They're smoking. They're off their heads on crack in Hollywood, and
Exactly.
oh my god, I don't know how did that. Why is that city and San Francisco too? Apparently, is worse.
I've only been there once, and I mean, from what I hear, it's one of those towns or one of those cities that everybody loves and all this and all that. But when I went, it was just crowded. It smelled everywhere. It's just no, I can't do big cities like the same. When I went to Paris, it was the same, and you want these places to be what people say they are, but no,
Oh,
there's nothing like that.
there's better places to go. Like, I'd love to go to New York and go to Times Square.
Yeah,
You know, um, yeah, some of these tourist places are just so hyped up.
yeah.
But are you a podcaster or a gamer? What do you do?
No, I'm actually not into you know uh, making videos or any content. I just honestly just got into this app because I saw that it was some kind of discussion place, and I just really wanted to hear what people were talking about. I thought it would be more about music, but
Yeah,
I had no idea what to expect, and really cool. I really enjoy it so far.
no, that's awesome. You know, I've got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, nice.
I'll put it in discussion. Are you on an Android or iPhone?
I'm on iPhone right now.
I'll put in this discussion. You can check it out and subscribe to us so you get new
Yeah,
videos.
yeah, no doubt.
Because I do,
Um,
I have music.
oh, for
Uh,
sure.
just done it now.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, so no,
Just
because
subscribed right now.
I I love traveling, but it's fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for me. I mean, if it weren't, uh, for being with my girlfriend, I wouldn't be going around the world. To that shit is way too expensive. It's ridiculous.
Mm. Even in Australia, to travel off your own countries, uh, jack the price up of everything in the tourist
Exactly.
attractions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when I was going through TSA at LAX, the guy says to me, "Oh, my wife spends $600 a week at Target."
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's a fucking moron. No, I'm serious, dude.
Yeah, that's insane.
I know it is insane, but we move on. Yeah, Europe. Have you traveled much around Europe?
Not much. I've only been to France. Outside of Germany. I went to Paris for a few days, but that's about it in terms of Europe.
Is is Paris really a dirty city?
Um, I wouldn't say it's a dirty city. There are those people who are a bit crazy. There's a lot of graffiti on the walls,
Mm,
but to say it's a dirty city, no, I think that's a bit of an overstatement.
mm,
Yeah, it was really nice. It's a really nice experience, to go to the Louvre and to to visit all those things, and it was a nice experience for me.
mm. So yeah, what inspired you to move from California to Germany? Like, what triggered it?
My Pretty much my girlfriend. She's from Germany. She's in school here. She has her whole life here, and she goes to school for free here.
Yeah,
And if she were to come to America, it would make no sense at all because the education system in America is fucked up. It's
I
ridiculous.
know.
So I just felt like I personally as well would have a better opportunity here than what I was doing in that small town where I was living at. And I'm really glad I did because it's working out a lot. And yeah, it's really nice.
Nah, that's so cool, man. And yeah, I'm glad that you're happy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, nah, it's I know since Donald Trump was elected out of office, I think things have calmed down in the States.
Yeah. that was a crazy period in
I
well
don't
history.
know why do so many people hate Donald Trump? I don't get it.
My thing is I I would support some of the decisions he makes in office. I'll
Mm,
say that there are some things that he was pretty smart about, but it's
mm,
just the person who he is that people don't like. He came across as really, really racist, really sexist,
mm.
and that's the biggest thing that made everybody upset. And that those kinds of things made people overlook the fact that he was doing some good things for the country. I did not, support him as a presidential candidate, but there are decisions that he could make that definitely benefited the country.
Yeah, I mean, in Australia, I just gave you a gem. Pass that around.
Yeah.
Do you know how to give a gem?
Um. No.
Double tap on the photo.
Ah. Okay. Cool.
Good on you. Yeah, so go like Donald Trump, right? He shaved Vince McMahon's head bald, and people used to like, remember
Yeah,
that?
I
And,
do remember that.
and Steve Austin actually stunted him.
Yep.
It was
I
the hair,
remember that
hair
clear as
man.
day.
And then he actually brought Vince McMahon out, like purchased Raw, tried to make it commercial free, and then sold it double than what he purchased from Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
But people loved him back then. I don't know why, when he became president, things changed.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually. It's a really good point.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
then
there were just a lot more spotlight on him and to see who
mm,
he kind of really was.
but Donald Trump's not the first person to build a wall.
Yeah, no doubt.
Did he end up building it?
He started.
But he didn't finish.
No, it was never finished.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. And Joe Biden, what's he doing?
Honestly, it's been so hard to keep track of American politics while I've been here. He's not the best president as well. I don't know why people overhyped him. I guess it was just to get Trump out of office by any means necessary, which I don't think was a very smart thing to do. Not,
Mm.
I don't mean like by getting Trump out of the office, but I mean like to just rely on the next best person. I
Was
felt like they should have put
uh, most,
their.
most likely Donald Trump is going to run for president again.
Yeah, of course.
But see, in Germany, do you focus on German politics?
I'm sorry.
Do you focus on German politics?
I try, but it's no, I really haven't since I've been here.
I could. You're not a citizen yet, is that correct? Are you going to be a citizen?
Yes, I will become a citizen. I'm currently working on that, but as of right now, I'm here as a worker.
Yeah. So how to become a citizen in Germany? What do you have to do?
I think it's just as easy as paying a fee and just applying. I think you need to have your German language skills at a certain level.
Yeah.
Um, I think you need to have a proof of a stable income to
Hmm.
show that you could provide for yourself. You need to prove that you are helping the economy in Germany and all this. There's a lot more to it that I haven't looked too much into.
Mm. What part of Germany you in?
I am in Saxony in Leipzig.
No. Are you speaking German at the moment or English?
Mostly English. I've been learning German for some time. It's not the best, but it gets me by.
Yeah, it's good to learn. I'm trying to learn a bit of German. I like listen to like Ramstein.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ramstein's cool.
They're
They're
really
awesome.
one of my favorites.
But are you still working in the kitchen or you shut?
I'm sorry?
You still working in the kitchen or you shut in Germany?
No, I'm still working in the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Good on you. No, that's good. A lot of places in Australia, man, they're struggling, dude.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
You know, it's yeah. Is Germany be? You're in summertime, are you?
Yeah, we're actually getting into some really high temperatures at the moment, which is pretty rough.
What about winter? How? We're in winter.
You are in winter right now?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. I like winter.
Yeah, I definitely prefer winter over summer. I just feel
Mm.
like it's easier to get warm than it is to get cooler.
Mm. Yeah, Australia gets very hot in the summer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, well,
Ah,
sir, I actually have to start getting ready for work right now. I go in about an hour.
yeah,
But I really enjoyed this. I definitely want to come back. I want to join the other group as well.
yeah,
And
yeah.
thank
Thanks
you
for coming
again
on
for
the podcast.
having me.
Yeah, Samir, how are ya? Hello, Samir, you there? Come on stage. How are ya?
Hey, bro, how's it going?
Yeah, good. I'm recording a podcast.
Oh, nice.
Where you from, dude?
New York.
Nice. How's New York going? And what time is it in New York?
Oh, it's like 2:40
Do you
in
know
the
how to
morning.
give gems?
Do I know how to give gems or get gems?
Yeah, give gems. Yeah, I'll give you a gem as well. Help get a following. What are you doing as a career?
Well, I'm in the VR space now. Otherwise, I'm a web developer and digital artist. So,
Yeah, web development's good. Are you using HTML or CSS
yeah,
or
yeah,
JavaScript?
yeah, all of it really.
Nah, that's
It's a combination. Yeah,
man, that's so cool. I built my website with GoDaddy.
yeah. That is like it's like an option for me. I think, and for the company that I own, it's more about like web development as an art, you know. So
Yeah.
like we try to make like pretty much a masterpiece out of a website. So it's kind
Well,
of a
exactly.
controversial thing, but
I mean, the problem with the GoDaddy site, it's not going to be like 100% perfect because it still lags in certain parts because you just drag and drop.
yeah, I can totally see that.
But it's good to start off as a website if you're on a very tight budget as well.
Yeah, I think so because it's you don't really need to like I think it's when you get, you're 5 years into your company or something. That's when you should start thinking about scheduling like a proper web development build. But to start off, like, yeah,
Yeah, I'll put my website in the discussion. You can check it out.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Just do it now for you. Yeah. So is it summertime in New York?
Yeah,
Has it been hot, cold? How's it been?
it's hot, but it's not unbearably hot. I'm actually at a hotel downtown. I'm staying here for like a few days just to chill out, really.
Yeah.
And it's nice, bro. It's nice. The weather's bearable. You can still sit outside and not be like drenched or anything. So
Yeah. I just put my website in the discussion. You can have a look. Yeah, I'd love to travel to New York one day.
yeah, I think you'd like it, man.
Have you been to Times Square?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's really crazy over there. There's a bunch of dudes like dressed up like Elmo and stuff trying to get pictures with you now.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Like when I went to Hollywood, and you get people dressed up like Wonder Woman and that, and they want to take photos with you, and then they want money.
Yeah, that's their hustle. That's like
That's just weird. Have you been to Hollywood?
no. I've been to California, never been to Hollywood though.
Oh, it's disgusting, dude.
It's not all it's cracked up to be, I guess.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, but yeah, I'd love to go to New York, Times Square.
Yeah, go downtown, man. I think you'd like it. Go to the
Yeah,
village. Meatpacking
yeah. What
district, Soho.
What do you think of my website?
It's nice, dude. I could tell that you like put a lot of work into it.
I just didn't code it from scratch. That's the problem.
No, but it's still like there's a few things that could be like reformatted, I guess. But for the most part,
Yeah,
you're doing all right, man.
yeah. Well, GoDaddy, I paid about $300 a year for GoDaddy.
Mhm.
You get the business email as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah, you got to start from somewhere. So
Mm. Office 365. Do you use that for a business email, or what's your preferred?
I go with Zoho actually. That's my go-to. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're pretty affordable, and yeah, I like it.
Zoho. How do you spell that? Z-O.
Yeah, Zoho.
Zoho. Okay. Zoho. Cloud software. Mm-hmm.
If you go to Mail, they have like a email service.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like it. I've been using it for a few years now. Really,
Do you pay monthly or yearly, or how's it
it's
work?
yearly, but I think it's literally like $10 for a year or something.
$10 a year? That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's not like it's a really like again if you're just starting out, like I think either way, like I still have it, so it's not like I ever change my mind.
Because Office 365, that's about $90 a year.
Yeah, no, I like Zoho realistically.
Man, this looks good, dude.
Yeah, you can change like you know, and they've got an app for the phone, so that's really all you need.
What about for Mac? Can you use it with Apple Mail?
Yeah, yeah, you can set it up, but you do have to, do a little bit of configuration and stuff. Like you have to configure it a bit, but you can get it up there.
Yeah. Man, this looks good.
Yeah, for the price, right? It's not bad.
Mm. Yeah, so how's COVID-19 in New York?
I think that it's gotten better because so many people have gotten vaccinated.
Mm.
But if it wasn't for the vaccine rollout, I think we would have been in a really tough spot.
Well, it's been very slow in Australia. Like, say if 16 people get it, automatically the premiers just shut the border. Crazy.
Yeah, but now, I mean, I feel kind of bad for it. Supposedly South America is getting hit pretty hard too now.
Mm. Yeah, I was reading a article today about what happened in Italy. My God.
Yeah, that was really rough.
But you're locked down in New York. Are you from New York?
Yeah,
How was the lockdown in New York for you?
it wasn't that. I mean, I'm not gonna say that it wasn't bad. It felt like a lifetime. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like a year, because I sometimes forget the stages of it. Like,
Mm.
but it was a whole year and a half, really, like indoors. I'm not. I didn't complain about it. I just sort of dealt with it and did what I had to do.
Yeah. Were you working or were you stood down from your job?
But no, I was still working because most of it is computer stuff,
Mm.
like development stuff. So I could still work, but it wasn't even that. It was more like emotions from your family members and stuff. Like,
Mm.
and them sort of going through this whole COVID mess, and you're trying to like kind of keep everybody, kind of. You kind of feel like the boat is stranded for a while, and you're just trying to like shake them out of it, so they could stay focused. But they definitely were like super stressed out with everything that was going
No,
on. They took it really hard. So,
it was probably one of the weirdest years of my life in 2020. That's when I started my company as well.
so you do music production, right? Is that?
Yeah,
So tell me about that. Like, where do you see the company going? Like, what's your sort of goals and stuff?
getting played on films and video games in the future because I got the music on Spotify too. Teaching people how to actually write music, for orchestra or electronic for TV, and possibly looking at teaching, say, clarinet and guitar if I can. But maybe I would just concentrate on the production side at the moment.
That's really cool, bro. Actually,
So,
so you don't.
I had no choice to start because you can't rely on a job anymore.
I mean, yeah, that's sort of true, really. Like, you know, and I think things are changing so much too, where it's kind of like you always have to be working on something new, right?
Mm.
Like you
I'll
can't
put a
just stay
link
steady.
to my YouTube channel. You can check out the music that I've done for the videos, and if you subscribe, you get new videos every Friday.
I think I might have actually subscribed already, bro.
Yeah, that's all good. You can even leave comments because I'm trying to get a community going, and I'm happy to answer questions too.
What video is it that you said? Or anyone?
What's that?
Said which video you said so I can hear the electronic stuff you said that you do?
Oh yeah, I'll put a music video to Judas. I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll
Trying
put
to
it
look
right.
for it.
Yeah, I make my own music videos.
What's this augmented reality one?
Oh, that was a short film trailer from the YouTube, like scoring exercises. Yeah, so that's what I do, and I love it.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah,
It's very classic though, right? Like you like I hear like an
yeah,
oboe in there or something.
yeah, it's classical. It's here, like if I was to conduct an orchestra, they'd be able to play it.
So which one should I click on? The you go to your
So you a college student as well? Did you go to college?
yeah, I did, but I went to like a little later in my life. You know, I ended up working like really early on, and like getting like finishing up with college like later in my life.
Yeah, did you take out a student loan?
I unfortunately did, but it wasn't that crazy according to like some other people. But
Yeah.
definitely totally regret it.
Uh,
But you know, what are you gonna do? Like,
how much? What happens if you don't pay your student loans in the US?
um, they. I was gonna make a bad joke. No, it can never be removed from your record.
Mm,
So you're just stuck with the debt forever.
can they chase you up for it?
I guess so. They try, you know, like,
Yeah.
but during like the whole COVID mess, they sort of like chilled out with it a little. People were just like,
Mm.
okay,
That's Judas that you're watching. It's quite political.
yeah,
Because whenever I write my music, I always want to write. Always want to put a message into it. Always want to make it mean something. Yeah, New York would be so cool. I think.
I think you would really enjoy it, man.
Oh yeah, I'd love it. How's the new president so far, Mr. Joe Biden?
I like him. He's quiet. Doesn't make you know, it doesn't make too many problems. You know, like
What
that's really all I want from a president.
what was your what was your thoughts on Donald Trump?
Oh man, I don't even want to get into it. It's like, yeah, no, I'd rather not because it's just it was definitely a complex few last few years for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm sort of happy with the quietness of this presidency. You know,
Mm,
it's just very sort of chill, and I want to say that the word like sort of predictable, but in like a good way. You know, where it's like going to a place for a cup of coffee. You know what you're gonna get when you get there.
yeah.
I like that. So.
Yeah, I just got so fed up with hearing Donald Trump last year because I'm in Australia and it's like, what's Australia got to do with US politics?
Yeah, it can be, you know. I mean, and even for me as like an American, like I really don't really want to bother people about their politics, if that or you know, like because
Yeah,
I'm not from there, so I don't know what you guys are going through or your sentiments about things. So you know, like I'll never sort of say that. But
well, I could tell you, Samir, that Australian politics it's not a popularity contest like the US.
yeah, it totally is over here. It's like really annoying, actually. Actually, all it really is a popularity contest because like that's how they get voted in, you know.
Yeah, but look, like Eminem, he did a video. He was going off about Donald Trump, and I thought that was just a bit unprofessional to do that because he could have fans that are Donald Trump supporters.
I mean, you know, I think when it comes to art, it's different, and like I'm sure he made enough money, and he's just like whatever. But
Yeah,
you know, and you know, for some, you know, in a way, it's like sure he felt that way, you know, like
yeah,
so to have that freedom of expression is a big deal for even somebody as big as him.
mm,
But yeah, it can be complicated, honestly, because you just you know you don't want the conflict, but obviously like conflict happens, and even if you try to avoid it within the, you know,
mm,
so politically, like I'm talking about like comment sections or you know, especially Clubhouse and these audio apps. Oh man, it can get a little much, you know. So
yeah. I'm not on Clubhouse. I was sticking to Greenroom, but have you had any problems on Clubhouse?
no, not in the general sense, but I'm saying like you do tap into like that sort of 50-50 politics thing, and it can be a little like
Yeah,
stressful at times, you know, because you're like, obviously, I'm a little bit more on the sort of liberal spectrum, as they call it, you know, side of it.
yeah,
Because I'm from New York, right? So I have a culturally, I don't I like really champion like people's cultures and where they're from, and if they're different, I think it's awesome and shit like that. So it doesn't, I don't know, I just have a different perspective on things. So
mm.
a clubhouse
Well,
can sometimes get,
people have a right to vote for who they want too. You know.
yeah, I think so. You know what it is? It's like sometimes our elections are like wrestling, like WWE,
Yeah,
and you just feel like, you know, it's like these wrestlers coming out and almost fake beating each other up. You know what I'm saying? And then so it can be like, for that reason it can be a little stressful where you're just like, you don't want that headache, but you know, it's because everybody was sitting on the edge of their seats for this election. It was kind of crazy when I think back.
exactly. You know, like I just focus on what I love doing.
Yeah, that's all you should do, really, bro. Like, you know, that's all that life should be about. You know, just focus on what you want to do, and be genuine. Keep making connections with people. Build that community that you're talking about. You know,
Mm.
find ways to help people more, teach them new things, and you'll be in good shape, man.
I will, you know, and when like I love podcasting too because I get to, you know, this app's great to do podcasting too.
Yeah, it could be used as a way to build your community.
Yeah.
So just like keep at it, you know, and just keep crushing it, man. You seem like a very genuine dude, and like
Mm.
people will resonate with that stuff. So
I wanted to offer you a new. Have you heard of Web Talk?
web talk? No.
Yeah, it's a social media platform where you can get paid to socialize. I'll put a link in the discussion for you. It's free.
Oh, I don't see it yet.
Hang on, I'll just do it now.
Oh, okay. You're saying that you will. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
just done it. Yeah, they're giving 10% revenue share for the first 100 million people who use it. So it's a
that's
good
pretty smart.
opportunity. It's a good opportunity to promote your work on it too.
Oh yeah, it seems like you have a following on here, bro. That's awesome.
Mm. No, I like it.
Is it similar to this or much different?
It's different. It's sort of it's social media.
Oh, it's more like following and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, promoting your work as well and what you're doing.
But yeah, bro. I'll definitely check it out. I'm probably gonna like tap out because I'm now it's like 3 a.m. New York time, which isn't that late really. I usually stay up a bit longer than that, but it seems
No,
like I'm getting tired.
thanks for stopping by on the podcast too.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Anytime you do start up something and I end up on the app, I'll totally come through and just show some support, bro. So keep doing your thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, no worries. Later, man.
Yeah, thanks for listening to today's episode of the podcast as well. It was really great to be on the Spotify Greenroom. And also, podcasts are out every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you can get notifications of new episodes as well.